Okay, here we go. We are on Unit 1, Section 2, Study Guide number 3. This is actually take 2 because my video did not record. There is my love for you guys. I'm having to completely redo the video. Here we go. On number 1, since I already got the answers, I'm going to go ahead and I need you guys to pause every single time in order for you to try first, and then I'm going to walk you through the solutions. So I'm not going to put this every single time. I'm just going to walk through the solutions with you. So please, please, please try yourself first. On number 1, the first thing that I did is I distributed my 5. That's how I got 5 minus 30x. I brought down my 1. Then what I did is I combined like terms on the same side. 5 minus 1 gave me 4. Now what I did is I got my variables to the same side. I added 30x, add 30x. That's how I got negative 40 plus, so 30 minus 8 is 22x equals 4. I'm going to add 40 to both sides. That gives me 44. I'm going to go ahead and divide by 22, and I get x equals 2. On number 2, go ahead and pause the video and try first. On number 2, you must distribute first. Negative 6 times 8 is negative 48. Negative 6 times 5n is negative 30n. Combine like terms on the same side. That gives me negative 34n, and I brought down the minus 48. I'm going to go ahead and get my variables together, so to get rid of this negative, I'm actually going to go ahead and add 34 to both sides. So that leaves me with negative 48 equals 24 plus 36n. Get rid of my 24. Debt plus debt is more debt. Divide by 36, and I get negative 2. Number 3. I must distribute first. Negative 5 times 1 is negative 5. Negative 5 times negative 3r is positive 15r. We're still messing up on that. I brought down my 6r, minus 6r. Combine like terms on the same side. 15r minus 6r is 9r. Take minus 6r to both sides. Or sorry, I got rid of my 6r over here. 9 minus 6r is 3r. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add 5 to both sides. So I get 3r equals 0. Some of you guys are going to think that this is no solution. That's incorrect, because I still have an r. If I divide by 3, 0 divided by 3 is 0. Number 4. I need to distribute my 4 first. If I distribute my 4, I get 24 plus 4n equals 4n plus 24. If I get rid of my 4n to both sides, my variable goes away. I'm actually left with 24 equals 24. If my variable goes away and the left side does equal the right side, that's considered all real numbers. Number 5. I created a fraction, so the negative 2 becomes negative 2 over 1. I go ahead and I distribute. Negative 2 times 2 is negative 4. 1 times 3 is 3. And I put my x. Negative 2 times plus 1 is negative 2. And then you can take 1 times 1 is 1, and I actually crossed out the 1 because it doesn't matter. I brought down the negative 20 over 9, and I brought down the minus x. Then I multiply by the denominators, 3 and 9. 3 times 9, 3 times 9, 3 times 9, 3 times 9. My 3's go away, so 9 times negative 4 is negative 36, x. 3 times 9 times negative 2 is negative 54. 3 times negative 20 is negative 60. 3 times 9 times negative x is negative 27x. Now I need to get my variables to the same side. So I add 27x to both sides. That gave me negative 9x minus 54 equals negative 60. Add 54, debt plus no debt, or debt plus not debt, I have to subtract. I have more debt, so I'm negative 6. Divide by negative 9, two negative signs make a positive. 6 over 9 reduces because I divide by 3. I get positive 2 over 3. Number 6. Distribute 3 over 2. I created this into a fraction. So I brought down 6 minus x. 3 times 4 is 12. 2 times 3 is 6. 3 times 1 is 3. 2 times 1 is 2. I multiply by my denominators. 6 and 2, 6 and 2, 6 and 2, 6 and 2. 6 times 2 times 6 is 72. 6 times 2 is 12, so 12 times negative x is negative 12x. The 6's cancel. 12 times 2 is 24. X plus the 2's cancel. 6 times 3 is 18. I added 12 to both sides to get rid of my negative 12x. That left me with 72 equals 36x plus 18, minus 18 to both sides. That left me with 54 equals 36x. Now I can go ahead and divide by 36, divide by 36. That leaves me with a fraction. The top number is bigger, so top in, bottom out. 36 goes into 54 once. That gives me 18 left over. 1 and 18 over 36. 18 divided by 18 is 1. 36 divided by 18 is 2, so I reduced my fraction. Number 7. Distribute my negative 2. That gives me negative 2a plus 2, and then I brought down my plus 2. I added 2a to both sides to get my variables to the same side, plus 2a. That gave me 14 plus 5a less than 4. Minus 14 to both sides, that's negative 10. Divide by 5 and I get a is less than negative 2. A is, and then I look at my space. The space is less than, it's the small space. Less than means to the left. Open circle at negative 2 because there is no line underneath, and less than means to the left. Number 8. Here we go. 2, distribute my 2. I get 4n minus 2. Negative 3n plus 4n, combined like terms, I get 1n minus 2, less than or equal to negative 3 plus 2n. Minus 1n to both sides. That gives me 1n. I'm going to go ahead and add my 3 to both sides. That gives me 1. I can pronounce this as n is, and now I look at my space. The big space comes first. You always read from the variable. N is greater than or equal to 1, or you could have had the n on the other side and flipped your negative. Because you divided by a negative, you would flip your sign. So then it would be n is greater than or equal to 1. You pronounce these the same. So when I graph it, I put a closed circle at 1, and it goes to the right because I need greater than. Page 210, number 8. On page 210, I have two rectangles, and I need them to have the same area. Area means equals. Base times height is the area of a rectangle. So I got base times height and base times height. My base is 6. My height is x minus 1. If I distribute the 6, I get 6x minus 6. Over here, my base was x. My height was 4. X times 4 is the same as 4x. I brought the 6x over to get my variables to the same side, as well as to leave my negative 6 by itself. So 4 minus 2x is negative 2x. Divide by negative 2. Two negatives make a positive. Positive 3 is my answer. Page 110, number 14. On page 110, number 14, it says 3 less than Less than means to subtract, but put it to the back. So minus 3, it's less than 3/4 of a number, so 3/4 of a number, so I put in. Is means equals -9. Then what I did is I went ahead and I solved for my variable. I multiplied everything by my common denominator, which is 4. The 4's cancel. I'm left with 3n minus 12 equals -36. Add 12 to both sides. I'm left with -24. Divide by 3 and I get n equals -8. Page 95, number 50. Oh, sorry. Number 15. I almost forgot number 15. On number 15, 30 is, and then it says 12 added to, so that's 12 plus 6 times a number, 6x. I solved for my variable. I'm not going to go through everything, and I get 3. Page 65, number 50. On page 65, number 50, actually 95, on number 95, number 50, they said if -5c plus 6 equals -69, what is the value of 6c minus 15? You have to solve for c first. So that's what I did. C equals 15. You plug in c, which was 15, and you get 6 times 15 minus 15. 90 minus 15 is 75. Page 110, number 14. Page 109, number 69. Here we go. So it states 1/2 of a number, 1/2 of a number, increased by, so plus 16, equals, is 4 less than, that means subtract, put it to the back, 2/3 of the number. That's how I set it up. Then I went ahead and I solved for my n. I'm not going to go ahead through it with you. Go ahead and look at what I did. Number 15. Pause the video until you get your number 69. So number 70. The sum of 1/2, number 70. Oh, on the back. So the sum means parentheses, 1/2 of a number, and 6. Equals, there's my equal sign, 1/3 of the number. So I set it up correctly. I don't need the parentheses, so I took them off. Go ahead and solve your equation. Look at my work, and you should get -36. Pause the video and see what I did. And we are done.